Hey, welcome back to another round of art discussion on the floor. We'll see how you guys think about this. How do you feel about saying keeping it real can become a limitation in terms of the creative aspect of it? I know before I was talking about being on stage and trying to connect with something to emit that realness in the performance, but in the creative state, keeping it real can become a hindrance and a limitation. As Ian Cadanash from the Right Conscious Book Club once said, keeping it real becomes a condom to your creativity. Now, with that said, this is a nuanced thought. That's not to say be totally disconnected from reality. You want to connect to something real. But a great example for this is Franz Kafka's most famous work, The Metamorphosis. It's about a man who one day wakes up as a giant bug. Now, obviously, Kafka didn't wake up one day as a giant bug. That is not the reality of it. But he uses this metaphor, this imagery, to convey very real human emotions about the anxiety of expectation and of usefulness, of having your place in society. All about those feelings that arise from the expectations people place on you as a provider, as a man in this world, whatever your role may be. He explores such real, universal human emotions through such an abstract metaphor and imagery. And I think that's just a great example of the relationship between imagination and authentic feelings and perspectives. If you stay too focused on keeping it real, you will end up placing a condom on your own creativity. So keeping it real, not super important depending how you look at it. You want to connect to something real within you and convey that, but you don't want to limit your imagination and creativity either. So what are you guys' thoughts? What do you think about keeping it real in the creative process? Let me know.